New York City is home to some of the best Mexican street food you will ever find. Today we are hitting up some of the most iconic Mexican food trucks and taquerias in the city. In this video, Birria-Landia with the rich beefy birria tacos and that legendary consomme.
It's delicious.
Evelia's Tamales. She has been around for 25 years. La Morada, homemade Mexican dishes. Tacos El Bronco is serving some of the best and affordable tacos in NYC. Taqueria Ramirez is bringing something special. I am heading to Tortas Neza, where they serve up huge Mexican sandwiches loaded with flavors. So don't forget to subscribe and click that like button. And let us know in the comments below, what's your favorite Mexican food spot in the city?
I'm right here on the Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights, standing actually right in front of the famous Birria-Landia. This is very infamous and local favorite Mexican food truck, so I'm very excited. Let's step in and give it a try. 4 items on the menu. It's tacos, tostadas, molida, and consomme. Let's get all 4. This food truck actually opened in 2019 by these brothers that came up with the idea to bring the birria tacos here in NYC. Look at this beautiful tacos, very crispy, shell on the outside, very crispy taco. So juicy and so greasy at the same time. The sauce is spicy, some garlic inside as well. Let's see, it's really spicy. It has a really nice kick. Some lemon over here as well. It's delicious, and the price was very affordable. Everything this comes to $18. Very affordable price. Quick, great, delicious bite. This is tostada. It has a thin, flat, very crunchy, like a mini taco, but it's not foldable. The tortilla on the tostada is really well done, so it's very crispy and thin, so you cannot fold this actually. There's a bunch of cilantro, I see some red sauce, onions, and also huge chunks of meat. I love tostadas. It's so crispy. The meat is so tender and so juicy. The fresh cilantro, freshly squeezed lemon with this red spicy sauce. It's amazing. I love it. Look at this beauty. Next, we are trying molida. Said it's supposed to be very cheesy inside. It's a very soft tortilla on the both sides. There's some cheese on top. There's a pieces of huge chunks of meat inside, and there's of course melted cheese. I do see some cilantro probably here too. Look at all this melted cheese. By the way, it's delicious cheese, I can tell you that for sure. Oof. This consomme sauce, I love it. I know it's their signature, a lot of different taco places, but this consomme, it's actually spicy and it's very delicious. It's so greasy, and at the same time, all the ingredients combine so well together with fresh cilantro and everything. It has this freshness, greasiness, spiciness, perfect touch to the molita, to the tacos. Overall, great food. Well, Birria-Landia, definitely great spot to get your taste on Mexican food in NYC. This was Birria-Landia food truck. Delicious tacos, delicious birria tacos. Well, I had my expectations really high. Honestly, it met my expectations. And I'm moving to my next stop. We are looking for the best Mexican food in New York. Let's go. We are on 97th Street and Northern Boulevard in Queens, New York. I'm standing right now in front of the legendary street food icon, Evelia's Tamales, actually. She has been around for pretty while and she has been doing tamales for almost 25 years. So right now, she used to be standing in a food cart outside on the street. Right now, the business grew and she had opened up her own restaurant, actually, over here. So we're gonna step in and put it to the test. Nice. Here with John. He's the son of the owner of Evelia. So tell me what's the best food we should order here and try today.
Right now, what we have now, masa from Mexico. I mean, we brought the native corn here to Evelia's. We have different kinds like blue corn, red corn, white and yellow corn.
I really like cone.
So with the masa, we make like a lot of like things that we used to eat in Mexico, which is like quesadillas, picaditas, and also we also have like atole de masa. All our tortillas are nixtamalized, which means that
Nice.
we
Wow.
we don't bro our tortillas. Corn is not made of like maseca, or the tortillas is not made of like corn flour. So it's
And you said
it's-
you all bringing everything all this from Mexico.
yeah, from
Exactly, right?
Mexico.
Wow, they're bringing their own tortillas. Everything is coming corn from Mexico directly.
This is the large, this one for quesadilla.
For the quesadilla, and the small one is for the picadillas.
Oh, she's putting oil on top of it so it gets fried on top.
The green basically like tomatillo.
Tomatillo, okay. Tomatillo and cilantro. Okay, what about the red
The
one?
other one is like
It's spicy.
tomatillo, cilantro, and jalapeno.
Mushroom quesadilla is getting prepared right now. And it's on the blue tortilla. What is this white thing she's adding, by the way?
Sour cream,
Okay.
and honey.
Wow. Mushroom cheese quesadilla on actually blue tortilla. And as he mentioned, everything is getting imported straight from Mexico. Our picarita over here, look at this beauty. It has some sour cream and fresh onions on top of it. You see all these pots? All these pots are actually steaming tamales inside. Tamales has to steam for around 3-4 hours before they're actually being served. Now we're gonna get our tamales. We're gonna get our tamales. Look at all these huge pots. They are steaming. They have 15 different type of tamales. Wow.
Some of them are like sweet tamales, which we have pineapple raisin.
Pineapple raisin.
Yeah.
You heard that? It's a tamale. It's a sweet tamale, pineapple raisin. I never heard this type of tamale ever. That spicy one?
No, that's raisin.
Raisin.
tamale.
Wow.
We also have like
It's raisin tamale and pineapple tamale.
mole tamal, which is our popular one.
Okay, let me get that. Mole tamale is the popular one, and we're gonna get that.
Unfortunately, we don't have that. It's sold out.
They already
that's
run
that's
out.
why it's.
This is so popular. They already run out, but it's okay. Probably next time. Green sauce tamale. Let's get it. Can you tell me what's inside?
Chicken tomatillo sauce, almost the same as the picadita. How we made the picadita.
Okay.
It's not the same sauce
Mm-hmm.
because this is like we don't cook the tomatillo and jalapeno. We actually blend everything in it, but we don't cook or fry or tomatillo. This one is wrapped in corn husk.
Yes.
This one is wrapped in banana leaf.
Oh,
There's
those
like
one
a-
is wrapped in
we
banana
make
leaves.
tamales. Those are called Oaxaqueños tamales, which they are made in Oaxaca state, in Mexico. They're different from this one. So this kind of tamales is like in Mexico City, like around Mexico City. So it's well known the tamales, which are made on wrapped in corn husk. These one are made in places in like Oaxaca.
We got three types of different tamales. We got picarinha here, and we also got a quesadilla here. It's a lot of food.
Drinks.
What is that?
That's called champurrado.
Champurrada?
It's like a chocolate base
Wow,
with
it's
milk.
in cinnamon. A little bit?
cinnamon.
It smells amazing. John helping us, he's hosting us here. He's the son of legend Evelia, and thank you so much for hosting. Thank you so much for showing us everything. First, I'm gonna start with this tamale over here. Take a look how big is that. He said it's wrapped in banana leaf actually. So this one is a little bit different than the other ones because usually they're wrapped in the corn. Let's start, cut it right through. Wow, look at inside. Look, see how it looks inside? Smells delicious, honestly. Cheers. It's really spicy, I can tell you that for sure. Wow. The texture is very, very soft. I can taste rich taste of tomatoes here too. And you can tell a lot of spiciness. First time I'm trying tamale like this actually, by the way. Alright guys, and I'm moving on the next tamales here. Green sauce tamale, he said. And this was the chicken. I think was tomatilla. See some green sauce, as he said. Huge chunks of meat. This is a great tamale. I like the first one too, but let me tell you, it was a little bit spicy, and that's why the start from the very spicy tamale probably was not a really good idea, but it was good too, once again. But I like this one, the green salsa, tomatillo, chicken tamale is much better. Huge chunks of meat as you see. Alright guys, and we're moving on our third tamale here. Guessing that it might be spicy. I love spicy food. Look at this huge chunk of meat that came out of this tamale. Muy bien. Yes, muy bien. Gracias. That was Evelia actually. She asked us if everything is good. As her son mentioned, we are very lucky that she's here actually because usually she's not here. So we're lucky we came, she's here, she cooked her food for us. Let's take a bite. It has some jalapenos too, you see that? That's a huge jalapeno. I like that one too, by the way. Chicken is delicious, it's soft, tender, and the jalapeno giving its own kick and spiciness, of course. Wow, this is a blue tortilla, that's how they're making it, and he said it's all imported from Mexico. Sorry about that. Look at all these mushrooms over here and lots of cheese. See that? All this cheese are hanging from the outside actually. I never had a mushroom quesadilla before, so I'm actually really excited to try it. Cheers. This tortilla is so different. It's so tasty. Blue tortillas, they're making it here, and I showed you how it's actually made, done. But this is not like some store-bought stuff. It doesn't even have a close taste to it. Of course, I shouldn't be even comparing it, but this is something unique that you won't see at every other Mexican place. They're making their own tortilla, they imported the ingredients from Mexico, which makes it so delicious. Last dish of Evelia's tamales. This is picadilla, blue corn tortilla made base. Same base that they're using for tortillas, so it's the same crust over here. She was also adding some oil on top of it. In the video, I will show you how it's getting sizzled and cooked from the top. So we are on our last dish. Let's cut through It has some onions, some sauce, tomatillo sauce, some sour cream on top of it. And also he said you can add your own protein of your choice on top of it, which is great, of course. You can add chicken or something, you can add some beef. I will show you how it looks like in the cut through. Look at this. It has some fresh onions on top, and we'll see. There's a lot of, cheers. Again, the texture of this blue corn is amazing. It tastes so good. I don't know, these other ingredients, you can't taste it. Going them really well on this, but it's just my personal choice. Everything tastes great here, but just this corn is just not for me, honestly. But everything else was really good. This one is really good too, but it's just not for me. I'm gonna take another bite here. It's just not for my taste buds, honestly. But it has great crunchiness. The tortilla, the texture here, it's crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. Fresh onions, adding its own fresh touch. The sauces are combined really well and going good with sour cream. But it's just not for my taste buds. All right, let's try the drinks right now. He brought us 2 drinks. One of them is being coffee, he said actually. And the other one is, he said there's something on them based on the chocolate. It's like hot chocolate. I never tried. It's really hot. It's very cinnamony. It doesn't taste like much like chocolate. So light, so sweet at the same time. You can taste the cinnamon really well, which adding its spiciness a little bit. You know, cinnamon adds a little bit spice, like a little bit kick to the drink. That's exactly what it has. It actually feels like a perfect drink for some very cold winter night, and you walk in it and you're just grabbing this drink on the go and with the food together. Great combo. John, thank you so much for hosting. It was a great pleasure. Thank you so much for a really delicious, great food. This was Evelia's Tamales. We paid $25 and the gentleman was very nice. Well, we're moving to our next stop. Don't forget to subscribe and click that like button. We are in Greenpoint and I'm actually standing in front of the infamous Taqueria Ramirez, this unique taco shop that serves actually tacos with cactus. Which one of them is a cactus tacos?
Oh, none of them are cactus. We sold out earlier.
And suadero tacos, which is beef confit. We are right here and we're ready to step in and put the tacos to the test. As you see, it's a very small shop. They have 6 items on the menu. They have all the onions, cilantros, all the spicy sauces on the regular sauces, everything lined up over here. $27.22 for 5 tacos. Our food is here, guys. Let's start with famous al pastor. Look at this beauty over here. I'm ready to take my first bite. It's actually lots of meat on this thing. Look at these chunks of meat. You see that? How big is the chunk of this meat? It's so tender. Wow. Wow, honestly. Amazing, great taco, honestly. Al pastor. Meat is so tender, so juicy, so flavorful. It's very well seasoned. That's why it's just a flat, fresh tortilla with lots of meat on it. Delicious, honestly. My next taco is Campejanio. It's actually New York Times top 7 dish of 2022, as you see over here. So let's try this. Wow, huge chunks of meat on this thing. Look at that. So flavorful. It's amazing. Look at this chunk of meat over here. And this comes together in this taco. It tastes amazing. This shop, I understand why this is getting actually so popular. It's delicious. Delicious tacos. Taqueria Ramirez. Wow. Definitely the place to visit, by the way. I would definitely recommend. I'm moving on my next taco. Let's go with Saduero taco. Suadero taco, actually. It's called Suadero. It's over here. And I added some mild salsa and a little bit onion on top of it. I also got some lemon over here. So I'm gonna squeeze some fresh lime on my tacos, as you see here. Suadero taco. It's over here. Over here. Cheers. Wow. I think this is beef. Yeah, it's beef confit, I remember. It's delicious. It's so flavorful and so tender. Huge chunks of meat. Going very well with mild salsa. And I squeezed some fresh lime. Great combination, honestly. Wow. Amazing. Infamous Tortas Neza Mexican food truck that serves humongous sandwiches. This place is famous for their big, delicious sandwiches. And I'm right here in Corona, Queens, New York, to go to put them to the test and let you know what I think about it. Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hola.
Can I have uno torta pumas, please?
You want everything?
Yes, please, everything. Fresh avocado goes on the sandwich. The sandwiches are huge. Look at this beauty. Look at the size of this thing. Look at all these huge chunks of meat here. There's chorizo with the eggs, there's the chicken, milanesa, there's the hams, there's the sausages, there's a fresh avocado sandwich, same size as my head. This is tortas. Famous tortas. So much meat inside. It's big, it's huge. Let's go. The bread is so fresh. The chicken milanesa, so thin, so crunchy. You can taste the texture of the ham, of the chorizo in the eggs, the fresh avocado. Oh my God. This is delicious. Super soft and super fresh bun. It's an amazing texture. Amazing texture. I love this. Ingredients combined so well in this sandwich. This is, by the way, a huge sandwich. If you eat one of this, you don't need to eat all day literally, because this sandwich, like, only itself weighs around 2 pounds, I guess. Because size of my head. The mayonnaise. All right, guys, this one, the huge one, is the torta puma. Just look at the size of the thing. I don't need to say much, just look at the size of this. It's not like just a huge bread. There's a bunch of great ingredients that go as a combination very well. Wow, look at all the sausages inside. One side is the cheese, ham over here. There's a bunch of sausages as you see. This is the chorizo with the eggs, the chicken milanese, fresh avocado, fresh lettuce, and lots of mayonnaise. This thing cannot be bad. Combination of all ingredients is amazing. Maybe I'm just missing a little bit spiciness because I love spicy food, but overall the combination of ingredients, wow. Huge, delicious sandwich. $21 for this amount of ingredients in one sandwich. Wow. Definitely recommend you to check this out. I am in Sunset Park, Brooklyn, and I'm heading to the NYC local favorites, Tacos El Bronco food truck to try the famous tacos. NYC locals are claiming this is the best tacos in the neighborhood and probably in the whole city. Tell me what's the best options, what's the best tacos here?
The most popular is roasted pork and the birria taco.
Roasted pork and the birria taco. Let me get both of those, please.
Which one?
Roasted pork and the birria taco, both of them, please. Interesting thing about this shop, they managed to keep the prices of the whole food very affordable. So if you look at the menu, it's like $3 each taco, $3.25, which is really, really affordable for these days, for New York especially.
Birria and a pastor.
So it's Halloween today. Kids are in costumes. They came to the food truck and they're getting their candy. It's a trick-or-treat season. This guy was ready. He had the candies ready. He gave out the candies to the kids. Very nice guy. They also have some sauces over here. This is, I think, let's add some, I guess this is something spicy. Oh, this is probably something based on the guacamole I was reading online. This looks kind of spicy. Let's add it a little bit. I guess that's the same one, but we're gonna add this one as well. He said one is birria, another is al pastor, which is pork. Look at this beauty. We got some lime on the side here too. So don't forget to squeeze some lime on those. Look at this. First bite, El Bronco, tacos El Bronco. Oh, this is actually double tortilla. It's actually very soft tortilla. They just warmed it up on the grill just a little bit. I do see there's a huge chunks of meat inside. There's some onions and some cilantro on it. I also added some spot sauces that was over there. One of them was green sauce and another one was red, which is, I'm sure, really spicy. So I'm ready to take my first bite. Let's go. Sauce was really spicy, honestly. Wow. But to be honest, meat is so tender. It's delicious. I would like to say this again. I like when there's not much ingredients. It's very simple. A little bit meat, a little bit cilantro, a little bit fresh onions, a little bit lime juice, some sauces, done. Perfect taco. That's the story over here. It's amazing. It's amazing. Really soft, tender meat. It's also well seasoned, and all ingredients coming really well on this taco. That's delicious, honestly. Second taco, Tacos El Bronco. Well, locals here in NYC claiming that this is best taco shop, taco truck in the neighborhood, and probably in the whole city. So I'm moving on my second taco. As you see, tortilla here actually was dipped in some oils, that's why it changed color, and they warmed it up. So it's warm. There's also huge chunks of meat I do see here. This is taco de birria. I do see from the chunks of meat. It smells delicious, honestly. Okay, let's give it a bite. Well, Spanish neighborhood, that's how it's here, vibes, beautiful Spanish music. Cheers, let's go. Meat texture is amazing here. No words, seriously. Wow. It's delicious. The meat is so tender, so soft. I can taste it. It's delicious. So yeah, let me finish my taco. This is just delicious. We are done. This was Tacos El Bronco in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Great food truck, actually. Great serving. Great tacos. Usually they're super busy. I was actually really lucky that I came at the time that it's not super busy. Usually there's a line outside. Also, a few notes about this spot. It's really good. They're keeping the prices really affordable. Each taco costs around $3, $3.50, something like this, which is actually really affordable for NYC. So they're serving delicious food and keeping the prices really affordable. I understand why this place is actually one of the most famous NYC favorites. So don't forget to subscribe and click that like button. I am in South Bronx. I'm actually standing in front of the famous Mexican place. It's called La Morada. They have been around for a while, and actually community loves them a lot. I heard they serve one of the best and delicious Mexican food in the neighborhood and probably in the whole NYC. We're inside, it's a famous La Morada, small kitchen inside. The famous Mama Morada is here too. What's the most famous I can order? What would you recommend?
We recommend the most is like the moles. The moles, we have like the classic with the chocolate. You want 5 chili black mole, 7 chili Oaxaca mole, or if you want pumpkin seed, we have today minty green pumpkin seed.
Look at that. Look at this beautiful meat. What is he preparing right now? Can you tell me please? This is enchiladas. And guys, we are here with Mama Morada, and she is cleaning garlic with her own hands.
Limpiando los ajos para mañana, tratando de adelantarme aquí, así que gusta comer camarones al ajo, aquí los espero.
I didn't understand much. Probably this is garlic preparation for tomorrow.
It's for tomorrow.
For tomorrow?
For tomorrow. Somebody want garlic sauce. Garlic sauce with shrimp. Shrimp and garlic sauce tomorrow. I make it a shrimp with garlic sauce, especially the day.
So somebody requested a shrimp with garlic sauce, as Mama Morada mentioned. Yeah. And they're doing preparations right now. This is something special. And he's putting it under the oven so the cheese gets melted.
Different specials every day. So you see, I have the squash with the ribs. You eat everything, right? You need a little spicy?
Yeah.
You squash with the ribs like this.
Ooh.
And the mole with the beef. You can try. And then already the daily special will come with rice and beans and tortillas.
That looks
So
delicious.
this one is just everyone gets to sample the food.
This is beef, okay.
With chile pasilla.
Beef is chile pasilla. Wow, it looks delicious. Muchas gracias. Sample he gave. Wow, this is some tortilla chips. Let's see. I don't know what it is. He said there's probably something spicy. Let's see. Just. Let's see. So soft and so tender. You can't taste it. It's actually like homemade food. It's delicious. Tamale, tamale, tamale. Look at this beauty over here. Well, first try on the first sample. Delicious. Moving on the second sample. Let's go. I didn't even hesitate even 1 second to try it. I straight went into the action. This is how the tamale looks inside. See how delicious and soft and juicy it looks like. Look at this tomato, it has cheese. And I also can taste it's a little bit spicy. I do see some onions, tomatoes, some peppers. This is probably jalapenos most likely, which is why it's spicy. This is a huge chunk of cheese over here. It's spicy because of jalapenos inside. I can taste it, but it's delicious. The cheese was delicious, the tamale was delicious. The whole texture of tamale was so soft. The whole combination of being the spicy, cheesy, and soft at the same time. Delicious, no words, great food. You see how Mama Morada is standing there, getting ready, preparing the food for tomorrow, making preparations for tomorrow. It's like homemade food, homemade everything here. It's like vibes, like you feel making you feel like you're at home. Look at the size of this plate. I got a combination. Actually, it's a beef and pork here. There's some rice and black pinto beans, of course. And of course, while I was waiting, fresh homemade warm tortillas came as well. Our food is here. Tried it. Sample. That's the sample.
Okay.
And that's the actual huge chunks of meat. I got a combo, and we got a homemade, fresh, warm tortillas here. Oh, I love the smell of fresh tortillas. This smells delicious. Cheers. Telling you, the homemade Mexican food here. Wow. This combination, texture, the meat is so juicy, so tender. It's like you come here and with your family, it's like coming home and your mom made homemade food. Inside of the tortilla like this. Some rice here, some beans here. See, my bite is ready. Delicious beef. Okay, so let's try the pork right now. Cut it the piece apart, let's go. See, the customer in the back, he had a pork chop. He said it's the best pork chop he had in a while. Well, but the pork meat that I'm having here, what can I say? Look at the texture inside of the meat. It's fully cooked. It's delicious. It's not too dry, which usually when you go overcook, I'm gonna go for another piece. See how beautiful is that meat? Pinkish inside, how good it's cooked. See that pinkness? Tenderness at the same time. You see all these juices? It's like shiny because it's so juicy. Phenomenal food. Well, if you're in NYC and you're craving some homemade good Mexican food, make sure
to stop by La Morada here in South Bronx because this place serves authentic, homemade, great, delicious food, Mexican food. So we had visited 6 places in New York on the mission to find the best Mexican food. I think we are ready to make our conclusion after visiting all this delicious and great. Well, honestly speaking, couldn't choose just make a decision on one place because all the food I tasted was actually really good. So that's why, to keep it fair, I just want to make my few notes on which I like the most, and we're not gonna choose just a one winner. First of all, I want to point out Al Pastor tacos at Taqueria Ramirez. This delicious tender tacos, a lot of huge chunks, well seasoned and juicy meat on very thin taco was coming really great. I want to point out the Birria-Landia, birria tacos at Birria-Landia. Wow, what a great tender tacos that was as well. And I'm not gonna forget, of course, the consomme, the signature consomme, dipping the taco inside of consomme. Wow, what a bomb of flavors it was. Well, also I want to point out Tortas Neza. This place had a great sandwiches, humongous sandwiches. For $21, you're getting a whole stack of the fresh ingredients coming together on a very fresh bun. It was really delicious combination as well. Well, lastly, I want to remind you that it was a great food at La Morada as well. Homemade food, wow, authentic homemade Mexican food. It was delicious. La Morada. Well, I think we are done. It's great food, great experience. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Click that like button because we are moving on to the next one. I'll see you at the next mission.